Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. We are in the 11th mantra. Vidyam cha yaha tadvedo bhayam saha avidyaya mrityum tirtva vidyaya amritamashnute. It was the mantra, and we knew the meaning because it tells he who knows at the same time both vidya and avidya overcomes death by avidya and obtains immortality by vidya. So मतलब जिनको पास पता है कि उपासना और जितने सारे शास्त्रीय कर्म ये सारे एक ही पुरुष के लिए हो रहा है, समुच्चय हो रहा है। उपनिषद की कहना है कि उन्होंने शास्त्रीय कर्म के द्वारा स्वाभाविक कर्म और ज्ञान रूप मृत्यु को अतिक्रम करके उपासना के द्वारा देवत्व भाव प्राप्त होते हैं। I will explain. First, I will read Šankara Bhăşya. Yata evam ataha vidyam cha avidyam cha devata jnanam karma chetyartha yastad etad ubhayam saha ekena purushena अनुष्ठेयं वेद तस्यैवं समुच्चयकारिण एव एक पुरुषार्थ संबंधः क्रमेण स्याद्। अत्युच्यते अविद्यया कर्मणा अग्निहोत्रादीनां मृत्युं स्वाभाविकं कर्म ज्ञानं च मृत्यु शब्दवाच्यं तद उभयं तीर्त्वा मीन्स अतिक्रम्य विद्यया देवता ज्ञानेन अमृतं देवतात्म भावम अश्नुते प्राप्नोति। अश्नुते का मतलब प्राप्नोति। तद ही अमृतम उच्यते यद देवतात्म गमनम। Small bhashya. What does it mean? Since this is so, what bhashya is starting with? Yat evam. Since this is so, atayeva. Therefore, vidya and avidya cha, that means meditation on the deities and the rites, devata jnanam karma chetyartham yastat etat ubhayam saha ekena purushena anushteyam veda. He who knows these together knows them as things to be performed by the same person. For that man alone, who thus combines the two, means karma and upasana, there occurs the successive acquisition of the two goals in the same individual. This is being said avidyaya. In mantra it is there, avidyaya mrityum tirtva. Through avidya, through rites, karma. Karma means agnihotradi yajna, such as agnihotra. What? Mrityum tirtva. Mrityum means death. So, rites means karma and meditation induced by one nature. What does it mean by nature? Nature means prakriti, vasana. What is vasana? The impression created on the mind by punya and papa, by merits and demerits, acquired in a previous birth as manifested at the time of death is called nature. Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji, in his Gita Bhāşya, he has written this 16th chapter, 2nd sloka, Bhagavad Gita. The thing is, why this is so? You know, suppose if you consider our daily life from childhood, when you did not come to Vedanta, please try to remember. When we had civic knowledge, social knowledge, then we came to Vedanta. So we learned about values, what to do, what not to do. So what is our struggle? Our nature, our vasana, our impression pulling us down. It indulges us to perform such thing, to think such thing, which is prohibited sometimes, nishiddha by Shastra. But now we are having strength, we can fight against our mind. No. Very strongly we can say no to our mind. This is not correct. Suppose our mind wants something else, which is prohibited or which is not good for. Suppose I am going to attend Ramcharitmanas class at 8 o'clock in the evening. And that is the peak hour of TV serials. So mind may tell, what, that same Ram. Just watch television. Do you know this serial is now at the heat of the moment? And are you? So, on that time our fighting is required. At 9 o'clock, attending this class at 9 o'clock, who are householders mainly, how difficult it is, I know. Some of them have to prepare breakfast for their families, and all such things are there. Yet they attend. How? They fight with their mind. Whenever you are going to do something else, going to read something else, going to meditate something else, going to listen something else which negate your mind, then and there your mind will start opposing. On that time, our strength is needed. With the strength of Guru's grace, Bhagavan's grace, and Shastra's grace, we fight with our mind. But when who are very body oriented person, whenever they become sick, because after 50 or after 55, each and every month, as if 1 year, I have heard that. So then our body doesn't get that much of strength to do anything else, and we connect our body and mind together, and mind takes the chance on that time. But I have served some swamis who were 98, whole body paralyzed. Believe me. And when I prostrated him, only this one was active. He used to tell, I am Brahman. I am, that is why the whole world is. What a strength. Because how you will make yourself from at the time when you are having enough strength. That is the big deal, Because we tell that Mrityu Kale, if anyone utters Bhagavan's name, Bhagavan takes him. Is it possible? It's not. Attending death is not attending marriage ceremony. That you have reminded, whenever I will meet that friend, I will tell this one. When I will meet that friend, I will say this one. Mrityu is the bitterest and joyous. Maybe my English is wrong. Try to feel it. Maybe Mrityu is the bitterest experienced or sweetest, the most joyous experience. At the time, शरीर मन इतना शिथिल हो जाता है. We have no control over our anything else. Then samskar pragat hota hai. Then impression comes out. Whatever in their mind. Even whenever you will find the person is suffering from dementia or losing his control over his mind, then his original samskara comes out. So, if you sow it in peace, there is less bleeding in war. Whenever you are having enough strength, please try to change your samskara impression. Bhagavan Sri Chaitanya Deva used to tell, जिन्होंने अपना खुद का संस्कार को परिवर्तन करके भगवान को पूजन करते हैं, जिन्होंने अपना संस्कार को परिवर्तन करके भगवान को पूजन करते हैं, मैं उनका पूजन करता हूं. Who performs everything else by changing his own instinctual nature, I worship him. Bhagavan Sri Chaitanya Dev is telling. So it's so difficult to change our nature. Just analyze in yourself within. Maybe we are too much knowledgeable, or we are not. Too much knowledgeable in our field, too much knowledgeable about samsara, how to manage a husband, how to manage a wife, samsara, how to manage children. Or I am too much knowledgeable in Shastra. Left and right I can quote. Just ask yourself, would we win ourselves? जो संस्कार को परिवर्तन करने के लिए धर्म जीवन में प्रवेश किया, थोड़ा सा हिला पाया उसको. I joined in spiritual classes. Why? Who came to know that, religious class is something different. Do this puja, do that puja. But slowly there is an evolution in mind that I am the greatest enemy of myself, my own self. And what is that enemy? That my own impression, mera own vasana. How to change it? My Shastra will help me. What Shastra? Vedanta Shastra. So we came to join the Vedanta class to change our vasanas, to attain liberation, to acquire knowledge, enough strength, because knowledge is the weapon and the fuel. Analyze yourself. Could you change your impression? That is why Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji is telling about nature in his Gita 16th chapter, 2nd sloka verse. So and Tirtva, crossing over both these which are called death, and Vidyaya, through Vidya means the meditation on the deities. Ashnute, attains. What attains? Amritam, immortality. How? By getting identified with the deities. That very fact of becoming one with God's being called immortality. Clear? Now, little bit critical analysis. That in this mantra, it has been discussed about karma and upasana samuchaya. mixing up. It is told that who performs upasana and karma together, and Veda, who knows. उन्होंने कर्म के द्वारा मृत्यु को अतिक्रम करके उपासना के द्वारा अमृतत्व को प्राप्त होते हैं। लेकिन बात यह है कि कर्म और उपासना एक साथ अनुष्ठान की जरूरत है। कर्म, राइट्स एंड मेडिटेशन should be done together. That bookish knowledge is not enough to get the result. Though it is not knowledge, this is not aham brahmasmi knowledge. Here all we are talking about the karma, the secondary result. कर्म और उपासना के द्वारा आपेक्षिक अमृतत्व लाभ होता है, लेकिन वो भी ऐसे नहीं होता, उनके लिए भी पद्धति है। अगर ऐसा ही होता तो बहुत सारे लोग बहुत सालों से उपनिषद पढ़ रहा है, लेकिन एक ही गंदगी फैला रहा है समाज में, परिवार को डिस्टर्ब करते हैं। Families are too much annoyed with that person. जो उल्टा होना था नहीं होता है। तो शास्त्र में है, शास्त्राणि अधीत अपि भवन्ति मूर्खाः। In Hitopadesh it is there. यस्तु क्रियावान पुरुषः स विद्वान। कर्म कांड के लिए ये। People become मूर्ख, fool, after studying a lot of books and scriptures. शास्त्राणि अधीत अपि भवन्ति मूर्खाः. But who is actual kriyavan with a lot of knowledge, why I am doing what I am doing, for whom I am doing. Yastu kriyavan puruषः सः विद्वान. उन्होंने विद्वान है. He is the actual knowledgeable person. Now the question is, now Shruti is telling through karma and upasana, emancipation and moksha is not possible. But here, Shruti is telling differently. Avidyaya mrityum tirtva vidyaya amritam ashnute. So how is it possible? So the thing is, शास्त्रीय कर्म के द्वारा मृत्यु को तो अतिक्रम नहीं कर सकते, क्योंकि पुरुष सूक्तम में श्रुति खुद बताया है, तमेव विदित्वति मृत्युमेति. Means only after knowing what is Atma, then only you can cross over the death. आत्मा को जानने की पश्चात ही कोई मृत्यु को अतिक्रम कर सकते हैं. इसका मतलब है, विदाउट सेल्फ नॉलेज, विदाउट आत्मज्ञान, द डेथ कांट बी क्रॉस ओवर. ज्ञानेन एव तु कैवल्य. only through knowledge, self-knowledge, emancipation, liberation, moksha, mukti is possible. And how in 11th mantra, Shruti is telling just contradictory thing. So now, आत्मज्ञान के द्वारा जो मृत्यु को पार होते हैं, उस मृत्यु का नाम है अविद्या. Through self-knowledge, what mrityu we cross, that is called avidya, ajnan, ignorance, which is the root cause of samsara. Urdhva moolam adhashakam ashvatham prahuravya chandansi yasya param yastam vedasa vedavid. Because it's without Brahma Jnana, without self-knowledge, without the knowledge of the Supreme, crossing over the ocean of ignorance is not possible, not possible, not possible. In all Upanishad claim the same thing. But here in 11th mantra, suddenly Shruti Mata is telling, through Shastriya karma, you can cross over death. So what does it mean here, the mrityu word, death word? Mrityu shabda ki arth yahan swabhavik karma and jnana. Natural karma, natural jnana. Suppose our sense organs, our mind, indriya, mana, what is their nature, instinct? It is always indulged in external affairs. बाह्य अशास्त्रीय विषय में प्रवृत्ति होना ही मन और इंद्रिय का काम है, और ये स्वाभाविक है. जैसे कुछ देखने का इच्छा हुआ, सपोज मूवी, so you have to go to the movie hall. So what about the work of the legs are very natural, swabhavik. And the knowledge we gathered watching the movie, it is swabhavik, it's under. So through Shastradi karma, when we come to know that no, if I indulge myself in spiritual activities, spiritual discourses, bhajan, kirtan, sadhu seva, then our mind will be controlled slowly. So all such external affairs, my mind and sense organs will be less interested. So किसी के ऊपर जो ज्यादा इंटरेस्ट था, जो अशास्त्रीय है, उसके ऊपर इंटरेस्ट कम हो रहा है, इसी को ही मृत्यु बोल रहा है. उस मृत्यु को अतिक्रम कर सकते हैं. Then it is telling vidyayamritam ashnute. Here vidya means upasana. How? Because in last 8 sloka we have discussed mainly 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5 slokas. that through knowledge only emancipation is possible. Through rites and rituals and meditation, people actually go in the blinding darkness. But here in mantra, Shruti Mata is telling, Vidyaya Amritam Ashnute. How is it possible? So, what does it mean by Amritatva, immortality? You have to know. Here, immortality is not Ajnana Nivritti. Here, Amritatvam is not the total cessation of ignorance. Here, emancipation, here Amritatva means Brahmaloka Prapti. In the attaining the highest loka described in Veda. In Vishnu Purana, it is there. Vishnu Puran 2.8.96. Abhuta samplavam sthanam amritatvam hi bhashyate. That there is one cycle, Srishti Sthiti Pralaya. So how long this Srishti will be there? As long Brahmaj is the creator's lifespan. And in comparison with the human scale, it is a big number, because some 1,000 years of us is one twinkling of Brahmaji. So just think how much is lifespan. So it's a long lifespan in comparison with the human lifespan. So whoever attains that Brahmaloka after doing a lot of karma and upasana, that very long lifespan is considered as if immortality, as if Amritatva. बोलते हैं कि समुद्र अनंत है. Samudra is ananta. The ocean is infinity. Is it? Of course not. From our standpoint, as if it is infinity. If in the small globe, in one portion, if we consider infinite, then what about the space? There we need another different terminology. But from our standpoint, from our perspective, as if the vast ocean is as if infinite. Here also in this mantra, when Vidyaya Amritam Ashnute, means through upasana and karma, one may attain, because rights should be not according to our will, according to Veda's instruction. Thus, this right needs this much of this material, these ingredients, this mindset, this mantra. If you perform everything correctly for a long period of time and all the rites and rituals, then only there is a chance, very rare chance to attain Brahmaloka. Because whenever we perform anything else, there we commit some papa, sins. So very rarely one can attain that Brahmaloka, and if anyone attains, it is as if compared to immortality, because the lifespan in Brahmaloka a lot in comparison with human lifespan. That is why it has been told Brahmaloka. When Brahmaji will be dissolved at the time of dissolution, that all jivas will be dissolved. Then according to karma phala, again they will born. Clear? That is the impact of this mantra. Avidyaya mritvam tirtva vidyaya amritam ashnute. Harihi Om.